Hi everybody, and welcome to the channel. As you can see, we're at Z Tahara again, and we've come through, the three of us have come through from Napier to meet up with these guys to go to the Mangakino Lake Hop. Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Goose. Welcome to my channel, Loose with Goose. This is the third time the hop has been put on, and it's an absolutely brilliant show. Missed the last one, COVID killed one as well. But there we were just coming down in the hill to Lake Taupo south, seeing the Taupo on the left, the township ahead of us, and a bit of breeze blowing there, was a bit choppy. On the right hand side there is the an area where they've got good bike parking, and there's restaurants and takeaway food and all sorts there, and good quality stuff too. So just rolling up the main street of Taupo up to the top end here. That's Merlin from Kingdom Riders in front of us there. Now coming across the bridge of the Waikato River, where it comes out of Lake Taupo and heads north and west. So here we're coming onto Poihipi Road, turns off to the left, and that's going to take us across to Whakamaru, which is our first point of reference. And just going through the beautiful rolling countryside here in the volcanic plateau. So here we are coming from the turn off from Poihipi Road onto Highway 32, and that's going to take us through to Whakamaru and then eventually on to Mangakino, but not before there's a wee bit of drama. We came across this accident. You can see the ground chute up on the left hand side there. No one hurt and the bike wasn't particularly damaged, but we wondered how it happened, and we found out later that the bolts holding the handlebars on had sheared. So great riding skills to slow that bike down and get it over the side of the road. But here we stopped at Whakamaru because the guy's bike who crashed, his brother was here with the rest of the pack, so we stopped and let them know what was going on. And from there it was on for Mangakino. Here we go, coming off Highway 32 and hanging it right in the little side road that goes down to the lake. Mangakino itself is a power town. It was built on the dam. They were built in the 60s for the hydro power for the rest of the country on the Waikato River. And here's their little township, or their commercial hub on the left hand side there. Brilliant little town. It's only got a population of about 800 people, but in the summertime that actually swells. That would be 4 or 5 times that amount. And we believe there was about 400 cars registered, but when you look on the side of the road here, there was more parked outside. Absolutely brilliant. The owners need to be commended for how they've actually kept these vehicles. Beautiful condition, and a lot of time and money and effort spent on them. Oh, look at this rod here on the right hand side. Anyway, thank you to this kind gentleman here who saw us pulling in, so instead of having to walk for kilometres to get to the lake, he led us through, and a bit further down Richard found a nice little side street where no one had parked, so in we went. On the way down, look at this lady here on the right hand side. That's Diane. She's our chapter secretary, And there's our chapter leader there giving him the salute. Their bike was off the road for the day, so at least they got here, which is great. So we got there just in time. One of the things, there's quite a bit of crowd entertainment going on, but this is a jet sprint boat. The film isn't speeded up. This is the speed this thing was going at, and it was fair honking. And of course, the helicopter rides as well, for those who wanted to or could afford to. They went around the lake and around the area, and that's how long the rides lasted for. And then we come to these machines here. Now these things aren't just a few bits and pieces cobbled together, they're actually working machines. And they had some of them running, some were old diesels. This old lister here, this is actually a can crusher, so you put your empty can in there and crushed it up and spat it out into the bag. And this one here I thought was the first Spider or Can-Am, one of the prototypes. But, brilliant bits of imagination. Of course, the Rock and Roll Club got into it, being a lake hop, and they were great to watch too. And the band, live band at the back there was fair, throwing the music out there. They were fair rocking. They were really, really good. Plenty of people out here watching, and they created a lot of interest, including these two young people. They really tickled me, these guys. First time they'd had a real toffee apple like we used to have back in the day. So no, it was great, great entertainment. Plenty of food out there too, and good food as well. And then we came across this thing. They fired this up, and I thought it was going to take the top off the gazebo actually. It fair roared, you could hear it for miles. And here's just a few of the cars that were there. A couple of the bikes, and then it was time for us to head home. The three of us, anyway, from Napier, so we had 3.5 hours to ride home, so we had to get off and scoot, but there you are, I'll leave you to it. So thanks for watching, don't forget to ride free, and of course, God bless.